If I unmuted, what's up, people? It is Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is another adventure with the Hulk Roundtable. How's everyone doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing good, man.
How are you, Miss Dandelion? Well, you're muted for one thing.
JJ.
Of course I am. Yeah, well, this is why I don't like to have to mute, because then I forget to unmute.
Yep, I did the same thing.
But other than that, I'm good. Other than boomerang things, I'm good. If Chris isn't here, somebody's got a boomer shit.
Good deal. Well, She-Hulk episode 6 is upon us. It has come and passed. I'm like, thank goodness, there's only like 3 more episodes. So.
Like bad gas.
We're going to go off with our usual. Well, before we get into it, let's go around the panel and see what everybody's doing in their neck of the woods. We're going to start with Mr. Gaiskar of the Basco Senario. What's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
I've been streaming the beta testing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's been fun. I can't wait till it comes out. I like the feel of it. So if you haven't seen it, check it out on my channel. I have streamed 3 days in a row. I'm shutting people up. So yeah. And of course the hangout every Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have the show this week.
Good deal. And Miss Dandelionfluff, what's going on in your neck of the woods, ma'am?
Nothing much. Finally made it back from Ontario. My mom's all a robo-mom now with her brand new mecha knee, and she's doing pretty good.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, just usual work, hiking, that sort of stuff.
All right.
Had a nice hike today, almost 10 kilometers. It's good.
Oh, wow.
Good deal. And Mr. Anzo, Bigger 4 into 10, what's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
Just chilling out, man. Good to be here. We got the shows coming up starting Monday night, so make sure to check those out.
Good deal. And of course, I'm your host, Comment Chat, aka Danny Graham, aka Comment Chat. Find me here for the next 3 weeks. I think Chris did Andor. I'm not sure. I will not be a part of that.
When is that happening? I actually quite liked that show. Not that it's worth mentioning.
I believe he said he was going to do it earlier than today. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to Chris at all.
Okay. Well, I don't think he did it today. I didn't hear it.
I said start it up next week, then. But I think he was saying 6 or 7:30. What did he say, Anzo?
Yeah, 6:30, and I even forgot to get him out the intro. So yeah, I don't think he did it today.
Yeah, well, I know he canceled his other show because he was working, so maybe he didn't do the. No, I did not get the hurricane thing. I'm on the other side of the continent. It was like 5,000 kilometers away, which is what.
But I can tell you, miles? I can tell you from my line of work, people that I know that monitor the East Coast, it was a living hell. It is a living hell.
Yeah. What? It was crazy out there, but yeah.
Hurricane hit Canada, East Coast.
Yeah, nowhere near us or you guys in Montreal either.
I think hurricane is coming to Florida. One of my coworkers is in Florida. In fact, 2 of my coworkers went to an Alaska trip, and I thought it was, and they said it's supposed to be really bad in Alaska, but they were on the other opposite side of it. And they sent me some FaceTime pictures. I was like, oh my God, I wish me and my wife would have went. It was really, Alaska, what they showed was really beautiful. Next year, maybe. It depends on.
See the glaciers there? Pictures of the glaciers.
They saw glaciers. They saw killer whales. They saw the humpback whales.
Cool.
So they saw all that good shit. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to watching those pics. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's joined us today. We appreciate it in the chat. Drop shot. What's up? Tucker.
Hey.
What's up, Jason? Maz, Mama Bear, as always. Thank you. I love food. Thank you. The Lonely Banter is here. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I may ask a different question or two about this, but we're gonna start off like we usually do, and that is our overall thoughts. Dana, what are your overall thoughts?
I wrote things down. Terrible at remembering things. Okay, I'm actually the show's growing on me. I think they've taken enough time to establish the dorkiness of Jen, and now they can get into some plot shit, which they seem to kind of be doing. On the same token, I kind of like the, every awkward person wants to be able to like transform into somebody that like instantly transform into somebody that like impresses everyone and that like embodies all your best qualities without having to, do the work. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of fun that way. So like I said, I do like that they're trying to get into some actual like plot with more like superhero nefariousness stuff going on. So I'm down with it more than I was for Couple. Sorry, David, I don't agree with you. Lonely, I do think it was a fun episode. Although I hate weddings, so there's that.
All right. Gaiskar, what are your first impressions of this episode?
Honestly, Danny, if it wasn't for your show, bro, I wouldn't be watching this anymore. It just, I see what it is. It's just a like kind of, they're trying to do some kind of slapstick type comedy with the whole lawyer thing, but man, they're doing it at the expense of what, I just don't. It's just I want action. Obviously it's not that type of show, so I'm not gonna stop here and just trash talk it. It's just not my cup of tea, man. I'm not enjoying it.
More action would be good. I agree.
Yeah. Gotcha. Anzo, what are your overall thoughts on this episode, sir?
I didn't hate it. I did not hate this episode. I don't know. There was something about it that I just liked. I think the fact that I watched fucking 2 episodes of fucking Andor and then watched this episode was a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you. But
we were picked up in the 3rd episode.
Yeah, I didn't think it was so bad.
I like Andor.
No, I do too. I like the gritty bit. Wrong Roundtable.
Not a fan.
In this particular instance, I'm going to have to agree with Anzo on this. I did not hate this episode. Now that I realize what it is, that I know I'm not going to get a certain thing, this ain't nothing still to write home about. But, excuse me, I've seen worse now. Suicide Squad 2. Like I said,
wow.
I'd rather watch Suicide Squad 2, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so would I. No doubt about it.
Suicide Squad 2, Eternals is worse than this. Thor: Love and Thunder, which I watched yesterday. I can't believe I watched it again. It's okay. This episode was, I chuckled a lot. The fight between her and Titania was just ridiculous too. It was funny. And now the CGI is so bad, man. I'm used to it now. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I just take off my glasses to watch, and then it's fine.
Cross her eyes.
If you don't like She-Hulk, you're an incel, according to Twitter.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you have like legitimate concerns, but anyway, the show seems to have anticipated all of our hate because they're just trolling us episode after episode. So I'm just enjoying it at this point.
See, okay, let me blow this up right here. See, when you say stuff like this right here is what make me question you. Because you know good and well, Andor is not better than any of the prequels. It is definitely not better than Revenge of the Sith.
I don't know.
So to sit there and make that statement, Andor is the best written Star Wars since 1977, is totally crazy. Totally crazy.
Completely.
So
and then you know what's going to happen?
It's better than when did Empire Strikes Back came back after 77, didn't it? Wasn't the first one in 77?
82?
80 something, 82.
So you trying to tell me that Andor is better than Empire Strikes Back
no way.
On Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, I didn't like the prequels either, Shifty, so I do like.
Okay, I ain't say whether you like it. You say the best written Star Wars. It ain't better.
Andor
is not better written than Empire Strikes Back, and it's not better written than Return of the Jedi. It's not better written than The Phantom Menace. It's not better written than Attack of the Clones. It's definitely not better written than Revenge of the Sith. Come on, bro.
We only got 3 episodes too, man.
It's not even better written than the Clone Wars cartoon, Danny.
You know what? No Star Wars is particularly well written. Let's be honest.
Okay, then you about not to
Yes,
be
better
ask
dialogue.
me
Oh
to
yeah,
write it.
the dialogue in Andor is great.
Let me see.
It's not bad.
What did you
Listen.
say there's not in that line?
I'm sorry?
Ever since
What did
Disney
you say there's not?
Oh, go
Are
ahead.
you just wanting to put me in the Phantom Zone?
Yeah, that's
You
exactly
didn't
where you
catch it
went.
the first time. Forget about it.
You say that none of the Star Wars are particularly
It's
better.
not that well written.
Oh yeah,
Like from a like
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
good thing
Listen,
I have other gods that will.
when you have a Star Wars show and they're saying words like bastard in it, that's not good Star Wars writing.
No.
No,
I'm
that
not-
I
I'm
agree
not
with
saying
you.
this one.
There was bastard. There were some other things they
Oh,
said
shit.
in. I'm
Oh,
just
shit.
like, no, that's not Star Wars.
Okay,
Right.
guys, we're supposed to be talking about
Yeah.
She-Hulk. Let's get on that. We can always do like a little Andor round table after if we like.
No, I'm good.
We should probably like give the people what they came here.
No, if somebody says something stupid, I'm going to object. So, sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have my opinion, and you can be all snooty about it and Phantom Zone me.
That's what happens when you can have the power. I'm He-Man today, and I have the power. Okay, next thing is, what didn't you like? What did you not like about
I thought we were
this
starting with what we
episode?
did like, not what we didn't like. We just did overviews.
Dandelion, you messing up my flow. You messing up my flow. Just roll with me.
Screw with my flow. I've got my likes page open.
Well,
I guess
flip
we're
over
gonna
to
have
the
to
other
go to
one.
the dislikes.
What didn't you like about this episode, Anzo? Go.
There's not really much I didn't like, but to be honest with you, it's not much that I liked either. It was just a decent episode. One thing I didn't like, right, is She-Hulk's fighting Titania or whatever her name is, and punches her in the mouth, right? Like you get this big old punch, slow motion in the mouth, and then Titania falls on the ground and knocks out her teeth. And I'm like, wait a minute. If they were so easy to knock out, that punch would have knocked out like all of them. So
loosened them?
100%.
that I didn't like, but other than that, there's not much. I can't think of anything right now that I hated, to be honest with you.
Okay. Gaiskar, what didn't you like about this episode?
Compared to last week's episode, it was better. Like you said, coming to terms that this is not a show that I'm going to rewatch or really care for, but being critical about it, I didn't like the whole Titania and Jen's interaction at all. The fight scenes for me was really ridiculous. Like Anzo just said, 100% facts. A punch by her didn't break her teeth, but a fall on the floor, face planted, did. So it just that doesn't make sense. And the CGI again, terrible.
Yeah, CGI was bad.
Sit further away from your TV. See, I'm watching it on this tiny laptop, so the CGI looks fine.
It's
Well,
hard.
I usually watch it on my iPad, and it still looks bad.
That's true. The CGI is pretty awful.
It's worse when you watch it on a 70-inch 4K UHD. And see everything.
This is why I don't have a big TV.
You see, the thing about She-Hulk, I usually watch it while I'm doing my work, and it's not good enough to get watched on my big TV. It's just not.
Yeah. Dandelion, what didn't you like about this episode, man?
Well, like I said, I don't like weddings, so it was a wedding episode, so I automatically hate that. After all the hype from the previous episode about this guy designing dresses that will work when she's giant and when she's tiny, I thought the dress looked terrible on her when she was tiny. And that horrible bridesmaid's dress, I know it's like a trope of the horrible bridesmaid's dress, but it looked just freaking horrible on her when she was tiny. Like, ugh, so bad.
Yeah,
I just thought that they would have done a better job of like making like magic looking fabric that kind of worked on her when she was both sizes, as opposed to just it's kind of loose and sackish when she's small and like, super fit looking when she's tall.
Oh, the other thing I didn't like was that character there, the invincible guy there.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah,
Mr.
that was
Immortal.
Mr. Immortal.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
No.
I actually really liked that subplot. I thought it was funny. But I'll wait till we're liking things, which apparently we weren't doing now.
Oh boy, count to 10, Danny. 1, 2.
Oh, you were just missed me so much the last few weeks.
I was. Yeah, I was.
You wanted different opinions. I'm trying to be positive about the show. It's for you, Shifty.
You're gonna wait till I get to that part. Okay. What I didn't like about this is what Danland said. Okay, the whole episode prior to this was they trying to get her in the better fitting outfits. And supposedly he had this magic fabric that could grow with her, and then when she reduced down, but she looks crazy when she's in Gen form. So I'm like, okay, why did they even go to this high price?
Right?
Was it just for the costume? Is the costume supposed to have this magical property? Yeah. Or I thought it was all the other uniforms. So to me, that didn't make any sense. Also, I didn't mind the Mr. Immortal, all the different wives and husbands he had or whatever. And
that I liked.
It was kind of it kind of chuckled. Why they're kissing this black lawyer's ass so much is like, okay, what's so big about her? I don't know why she's like.
Has she been in it before?
Huh?
Has she been in it before? Like, was she someone we were introduced to? Because I don't remember.
She defended the She-Hulk in the last episode when.
Well, no, I know that she was that, but was she previous to that?
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
The last couple episodes, they had their heads all up her ass, and I'm not trying to figure out why. Because I mean, like she doesn't seem to be.
She think she's just a hot shot lawyer.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be a partner or anything. The white guy seems to be the head person in charge, but
I have a theory about it, but I'll wait till the end. Are we still saying what we think is going to happen at the end? Do we still get to say that?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll save it.
I'm trying to see what else I didn't like about it. I'm not liking either that. At least I think on the first or second episode they give us end scene credits. Now I'm waiting for the end scene credits, and there are none. I wish they would put something on there.
They just do it in the the credits. Credits. They have like little teasers in the credits.
But other than that, that's all my dislikes. Now we're gonna go at what we did like about it. Dandelionfluff, what did you like about it? Go ahead.
What did I like about it? Okay. First of all, I kind of liked the glitter bomb wedding invite because that would be so annoying. And I would totally send people that kind of an invite with glitter everywhere because I'm evil like that. I liked the Mr. Immortal thing. Like when they're yelling at him in the lawyer's office and he fucking turns around and jumps out the window. That was just awesome. I don't know how many times people have been like ragging on me and I wished I could jump out a window. The Jonathan, the little dog, he was pretty cute for, a weird dorky little dog. I like they're getting back to the plot. That's awesome. And even though the fight sucked, at least there was a fight. But yeah, the Mr. Immortal thing was probably made this episode for me. Just all the ex-spouses, and he was just so uncomfortable. I thought it was really kind of silly.
A lot of gangsters in the house. What's up?
What's up, Predator? She-Hulk is trash and looks like the majority of fans agree. 36% on Rotten Tomatoes. With excuses, will the MCU fanboys make no excuses here, bro? Gaiskar, what did you like about this episode?
I like the whole case with the 5 wives when they were trying to settle on an agreement. I like how forgot her name, how a Jen's friend stepped in and dealt with that.
Her paralegal.
Yeah, the paralegal. It seems like she's gonna be overshadowing Jen. I know someone in the chat said that in the comic book she betrays Jen. So I don't know if they're gonna go that route, but kind of seems that way with the episode, the way it was going. She was overshadowing her, lawyer wise. I like the whole deal with the dude she met. The conversation was fine. It seemed like one of these, what's that show? Ally McBeal type, conversation type thing. It really didn't seem like it was a superhero movie until she hulked out fighting. When she hulked out, and she had to unhulk because her friend didn't want her to overtake the stage and
draw the attention.
Yeah, thank you, draw the attention. I like that whole scenario with it, but that's about it.
Pleasure.
That was about it. There wasn't much, but it was just compared to last week's episode, it was slightly a little bit less boring, but a little bit more entertaining. Very little.
Gotcha. Also, what did you like about this episode, sir?
Yeah, mostly what everybody said. I didn't like the Mr. Immortal guy because how did he get his powers? Like, right? There's no explanation of how he got his powers. There's no mutants in this universe yet, so they don't explain how he got his powers. So that's something I didn't like. But when they're in the office and he's telling them about he kills himself to get out of the relationship, and they're like, "You do what?" And then like women do, they got together and be like, "Yeah, blah 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 blah," but they still knew that they had to defend him. And then the scene where they're actually defending him and the wives are like, "Hey, I was married with him for 30 years and he was only 3 weeks. Why do I get this or that?" And then the girl says, "Okay, that," and they show her making the plan of what all they get. When Jen was drunk and Titania first attacked her, I thought that was pretty funny. But other than that, there's really not much in this show that to be like, "Oh my God, it's so good," right? I mean, it would have been a lot better if that fight had been decent, but that fight wasn't good. So that's about it that I can think of at least right now.
Maybe it's hard to do a good fight with a CGI thing. Although, don't they have like a big tall woman who's like standing in for the Hulk?
Not sure, but
No,
I mean, we've seen them do better CGI, right? And I don't know. I think they just didn't put enough.
Real.
Yeah, they just didn't put enough money into the show, I guess, to make the CGI right. But
well, they do bid the CGI out to the lowest bidder, so it's gonna.
What I liked about this was the fact that I think they're trying to set up World War Hulk or something because like she called Bruce Banner and said, "Hey, where you at? It's been months, days." So there's a little bit of a time jump there. So they're still kind of keeping him in the loop, and I'm not sure what they're setting up. But they set something up, maybe Secret Wars. We don't know, Secret Invasion. Who knows? I think they kind of the same way how they extend the joke too long for Fat Thor and the Screaming Goats and stuff. I think Marvel has an issue of letting the joke go too long. This Titania, whatever her name is, she's not funny anymore. The fight scene could have been better, but basically I like the way that She-Hulk came in there and kicked her butt, which should not have been even a doubt. The fact that we see like there's some kind of sinister plot developing, like they did something with the needles, they made the needles stronger or something, or it makes us think that somebody, I don't know whether it's a leader, I don't know who it's going to be, I don't know what, but the way that we seeing something that's coming up, maybe is General Ross or the new person that's going to replace. I don't know. That's one thing that I like because at least you see there's something sinister coming, and maybe it'll take a turn for seriousness. These last was it 3 episodes I think left?
Yeah.
So that gives me a little bit of hope on this. I always like when she breaks the fourth wall. I like that aspect of the She-Hulk as well as Deadpool. I like that. And yeah, that's basically it. Next round will be our grades and what do we think is going to happen? What do we foresee as we look into the She-Hulk tea leaves? What are our predictions? What are our grades? All that good kind of stuff. So we're going to start off with Anzo. What is your grade for this episode, and what do you think is going to happen in the next episode or next few upcoming episodes?
This is going to be the first episode that I actually give a B to. I'll give it a B. Didn't hate this episode. What I think's gonna happen, I have no idea. I think the leader is gonna show up. I think he's the one that's trying to get the blood. It would only make sense that it would be him. So hopefully we get to see him, and we get to see him big head and all, maybe even green. We'll see what they do, but that's definitely what I'm looking for. I think's gonna happen.
Okay, Gaiskar, what you think gonna happen, and what are your grades?
This one I'll just give it a D. And what I think is going to happen, well, I think we're going to get to see Mr. Matt Murdock come in and be Daredevil. And I hopefully see where Anzo was going with the, what was his name again? The guy with the big head again?
Leader.
The leader.
Yeah.
At one point, So it would make absolute sense going that route. So hopefully we get something that makes sense.
I agree.
Dandelion, what is your grade, and what do you think is going to happen?
My grade up to a C+ this week.
All right.
Because I'm a hard grader. I'm hoping they're going to have like some of these people that they're encountering, like that Josh guy. Maybe he's going to wind up being like in with that group that's trying to get her blood or something like that. Because he kind of seemed to show up and just sort of at the right moment to like her and She-Hulk. So it just seemed a little too convenient to me.
Yeah.
So he'll wind up being,
I agree with that.
Being like, sneaky guy. But then that Mallory person might also, because she didn't want to tell She-Hulk about all that stuff on that intelligentsia site, the little incel site there.
Mm-hmm.
But her assistant did tell her anyway. So I don't know if she was in on something or if she sincerely just thought it would be helpful for She-Hulk to know that stuff. But other than that, yeah, I'm hoping, yeah. Well, I presumably we'll get a big Daredevil She-Hulk fight that's better than the Titania She-Hulk fight. But I'm looking forward to Daredevil showing up because he's a pretty good character. We got the little clue last week with the helmet, hood, whatever, headpiece. What do they call that?
Helmet.
Is it a helmet?
Cowl
and helmet?
Yeah.
Head thing?
Yeah.
That. So.
Yeah, he's supposed to show up, so maybe he'll show up in this episode. I know people are complaining that he wasn't there last week.
Not there yet. Yeah.
So
slow.
I heard he's going to be on the 8th episode.
It seems like they're doing like a slow. She's going to be Jen less and less, and she's going to embrace her She-Hulkiness more and more, right? Because she just kind of gets very much pushed to the side as Jen, but she like really dominates when she's there as She-Hulk. So I think the whole show is kind of pushing her more towards accepting that maybe she should be a superhero, as opposed to like, she just wants to be herself and be a lawyer, and the universe is pushing her in a different direction. And I think the whole point of the show is to make her like accept and embrace that. Anyway.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna go as high as Lonzo. I'm gonna give this a C minus, somewhere in that vicinity of a grade. I hope we see the leader. It makes sense if we were to see the leader, but like Dandelionfluff said, I believe that possibly that love interest or attraction interest, so to say, he kind of came out the blue. So it looked a little, maybe he could be the leader's henchman or assistant or something. Then also that a lawyer that they get their heads up her ass. Why would she not want to help out Jennifer if they made that kind of friendly connection? Like she's kind of hiding something. So those are two viable plot devices. I can see that could happen. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give this a C minus, somewhere in that grade level. 3 more episodes. Like I said, I'm not hating like I once did a couple episodes. But I'm really wondering if Lonely Banter is trolling, because this just does not seem like his cup of tea based on my dealings with him. What do you think, Anzo?
My bad. I think he's trolling.
Yeah, he got to be trolling hard.
Yeah, I think he's trolling.
Yeah, there's no way he's all into this show like
Yeah,
he's
I think
acting
he's
like he
trolling.
is. Poetic Guest gives it an F plus. Shitty said episode 4 is the best. I don't know what you're smoking, but it must be good. Shitty said D plus. LB said this episode would have been an A if it was a little bit longer. Okay.
Troll.
Lonely, cool.
Oh, is he smoking?
You can like what you want, free country. I'm pointing out facts. The MCU shows are not living up to the sentence they started with.
Here we go with.
Oh my god.
Here we go, poetic gangster, DC lover. Come in here and try and disrespect Marvel, right?
Oh, they're going back and forth, pretty much saying the same thing. What's up, Josh? Should say the Hulk looks real because they're using the model from Endgame. Once She-Hulk appears in Cap 4, she'll have a better model to use in future seasons. You may know what you're talking about.
They mean for the CGI, what they base the CGI on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Once they've got like a base CGI that they can use that's a better quality, it'll improve the appearance in this show.
Yeah.
Once they more cash in the movie.
Only back to where other good MCU shows like The Boys, Mandalorian, and Peacemaker, good shows with good writing. She says great characters, and it was a breath of fresh air showing the MCU through the eyes of a kid. Okay.
For Ms. Marvel. I liked Ms. Marvel too.
Basel says vibranium syringe clue that the weird guy had made was the only interesting thing.
That was the most interesting thing for sure.
She said Ms. Marvel was mostly great. They rushed the villain introduction in episode 3. Episode 5 was kind of bad and overshadowed the finale with how big they went in Pakistan. Okay. Well, 33 minutes. That is fantastic, boy. We are getting better and better each week, boy. I can't argue with that at all.
Like an auction.
We're up to doing an Andor roundtable now for half an hour.
I will not be on that. That's Chris Monster. That's his baby. But we're gonna go around the panel one more time. Let everybody know what's going on, who we are, what we're doing. Oh yeah, I will agree with you, Lonely Baron. The House of Dragon on, the only show better than show. Crazy. Crazy. The House of Dragon just did this go on. So yeah, that's another motivation to go ahead and end the show. Gaiskar, what's going on with you, sir?
Actually, man, looking forward to the next episode of House of Dragons, which I'm probably gonna watch as soon as we finish this. Just gaming. Yeah, this is what I've been doing. Beta testing Modern Warfare 2. Check it out. Did 3 streams on that with my friend Chases as well. And hang out this Wednesday, hopefully. Work doesn't come in the way and I can stream it.
All right, good deal. Dailyland, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
I hate being embiggened. Nothing really. I don't have a channel. I just hang out mostly in chats. And I'm happy to be here. Please subscribe to all the other people on this panel who aren't me.
Thank you, ma'am. Anzo, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
What's up, guys? Bigger Forward Entertainment, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Chaos shows, then the OOC, and also tournaments on Friday. And on Saturday, reviewing Tales from the Walking Dead with Terrence, which has ended. So we'll see what else we're going to talk about next week, but it should be fun. Thanks for having me, Danny. Good show.
And I am Danny, A.K. Comic Chat. You can find me here Sundays for the next 3 weeks doing the She-Hulk Roundtable on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, like Alzo just said. Chaos Central shows, my show tomorrow at 9, his show on Tuesday at 9, and Kush show, Rule of 3 at 9. Catch us all at the same time. Also, next Saturday, I hope to be doing Square One. Some issues came up this week. I couldn't do it, but next week, I hope we'll be able to be back in full swing. And, of course, next Sunday, you can catch me here. On Wednesday nights at 8, I'll be on Gaiskar's show to hang out. On Wednesday nights at 10, usually I jump on Anzo's, depending on what kind of cop bashing topics they have.
Man, you guys been good this past couple of months. You know what I mean? Really ain't got much cop shit to talk about, but I'm sure we'll find something.
I can't tell. And that's it. So thank you all for coming on the show. We definitely appreciate it. And Monday through Fridays, I'm trying to do a show. I mean, a video. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it drops. So if you're not doing anything, make sure you catch that. Tomorrow I'll be doing one. I did the results of all the polls I did this week on all the shows. So Mondays is usually going to be the results of the polls that I do the previous week. So if you're not doing anything, check it out. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. I will be there. So we enjoyed it as always. And then till next week, take it easy. Peace.
Peace.